Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10. Let's get started now. Verse 1 of chapter 10 starts with the words, "Dead flies make the perfumer's ointment give off a stench, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor." This verse is a metaphorical warning against the corrupting influence of even a small amount of foolishness. Just as dead flies can ruin an entire jar of expensive perfume, even a small amount of foolish behavior can tarnish a person's reputation and undo the good work they have accomplished. Verse 2 of the chapter states, "A wise man's heart inclines him toward the right, but a fool's heart toward the left." This verse highlights the difference between a wise person and a foolish one. A wise person is guided by their moral compass and makes choices that are aligned with what is right and just. In contrast, a foolish person is driven by their base desires and impulses, which can lead them down a path of destruction. Verse 3 states, "Even when a fool walks on the road, he lacks sense, and he says to everyone that he is a fool." This verse is a warning against the dangers of foolish behavior. Even when a foolish person tries to pretend that they are wise, their actions and words will ultimately give them away. Verse 4 speaks about the behavior of rulers and the need for wise leadership. It says, "If the anger of the ruler rises against you, do not leave your place, for calmness will lay great offenses to rest." This verse highlights the importance of maintaining a sense of calm and composure even in the face of conflict or opposition. Wise leaders know how to diffuse tense situations and resolve conflicts peacefully. Verse 5 emphasizes the importance of preparation and foresight. It states, "There is an evil that I have seen under the sun, as it were an error proceeding from the ruler." This verse warns against the danger of leaders who act without considering the consequences of their actions. Wise leaders take the time to carefully consider the potential outcomes of their decisions and make plans to mitigate any negative consequences. Verse 6 says, "Folly is set in many high places, and the rich sit in a low place." This verse highlights the danger of foolishness and the importance of humility. Even those who are wealthy and powerful can fall victim to foolishness if they are not careful. Verse 7 is another warning against foolishness. It says, "I have seen slaves on horses, and princes walking on the ground like slaves." This verse highlights the dangers of pride and arrogance. Even those who are in positions of power can fall if they become too proud and fail to exercise humility. Verse 8 speaks about the danger of carelessness and complacency. It says, "He who digs a pit will fall into it, and a serpent will bite him who breaks through a wall." This verse warns against the danger of being too hasty or careless in our actions. Just as someone who digs a pit can fall into it, someone who acts without considering the potential consequences of their actions can suffer the consequences. Verse 9 to 15 provides a warning against the danger of gossip and idle talk. It says, "He who quarries stones is hurt by them, and he who splits logs is endangered by them." This verse highlights the danger of engaging in idle talk or gossip, which can lead to conflict and hurt feelings. Verses 16 to 20 of Ecclesiastes chapter 10 provide insight into the value of wisdom and the dangers of foolishness. The writer describes a king who is a fool and a servant who is wise. The wise servant is exalted and the foolish king is brought low. The writer also gives a warning against speaking rashly, for words can be used to build up or tear down. In verse 16, the writer begins by saying, "Woe to you, O land, when your king is a child." The writer is describing a king who is immature and foolish, lacking the wisdom and judgment necessary to rule effectively. This is a warning to those who would seek leadership positions without first developing the necessary skills and wisdom. The writer goes on to describe the danger of being led by foolish leaders. In verse 17 he says, "Blessed are you, O land, when your king is the son of nobles, and your princes feast at the proper time, for strength and not for drunkenness." The writer is saying that it is much better to be led by a wise and noble leader who values strength and discipline over self-indulgence and excess. In verse 18, the writer contrasts the wise servant with the foolish king. He says, Through sloth the roof sinks in, and through indolence the house leaks. The wise servant is diligent and hardworking, taking care to maintain the property entrusted to him. The foolish king, on the other hand, is lazy and neglectful, leading to the deterioration of his kingdom. The writer then gives a warning against speaking rashly in verse 20. He says, "Even in your thoughts, do not curse the king, nor in your bedroom curse the rich, for a bird of the air will carry your voice, or some winged creature tell the matter." The writer is warning against speaking ill of those in positions of power, for such words can have serious consequences. Even our private thoughts can be overheard and repeated, leading to trouble and hardship. In conclusion, Ecclesiastes chapter 10 offers valuable lessons on the importance of wisdom and the dangers of foolishness. It warns against seeking leadership positions without first developing the necessary skills and wisdom, and encourages us to seek out and follow wise and noble leaders. It also highlights the importance of diligence and hard work, and warns against speaking rashly and disrespectfully about those in positions of power. By heeding these lessons, we can navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and discernment, and avoid the pitfalls of foolishness and folly. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.